Hi, my name is Kalliope, and I'm going to be sharing you my TED Talk about sexism. Normal. Normal is a word that we use very often in the English language. But what does it mean? According to Oxford Languages, it means conforming to a standard, usual, typical, or expected. We use this word to describe people, places, events, literally anything society has put a normal label on. But what is normal? I'll get back to that later. Let me tell you a story. March 1st, 2019. This was just a normal morning in the 4th grade. I was in the hall waiting to go inside the classroom. I was chatting away with my friends as usual. I remember the hall we were in having tables and chairs to do work in, and I remember we were going to have an event later that day that required some space. My teacher came out and asked if she could have some strong boys to move the tables. Now this made me mad. Firstly, I know those tables were extremely light, and I could carry just as much weight as those boys, if not more. Second, this was sexist, and my teacher didn't seem to care. You're probably thinking, Kalliope, this wasn't a normal day, but it was, because these instances have happened so often that they have become normal. Let me give you another example. When I was in elementary school, I had a gym teacher who let the boys do whatever they want. But if a girl talked once, he would yell. Now, this may seem to you like teachers just being rude. And yes, they are. But this is an example of sexism. This is the sexism that girls like me face on a daily basis at school. We experience this from teachers. I know, teachers. Teachers are supposed to help us to become the best people we can be, but they aren't, because they're using a thing I call normal sexism. This is a different type of sexism because it's more overlooked, but it's also more common. Now, I did a survey for the 19 people in my class who use she, her as one of their preferred pronouns on normal sexism. I listed a few examples of instances and asked who has experienced what. About 60% of the girls said that they have had a male teacher that treated them differently than the boys, and 50% for female teachers. This is sad, but expected. What surprised me is that about 70% of the people I surveyed said that they had a female teacher say that boys are stronger or smarter or can accomplish more, while only 50% who had a male teacher that had made comments like that. This survey proved my theory that normal sexism isn't always from men. The biggest thing is that these female teachers who want strong boys to move the tables have probably faced sexism in their lives, while my gym teacher most likely hasn't. This is the first part of normal sexism. Second part is normal curriculum sexism. What I mean by that is this. The only time that I ever learned about women in school is during March, or Women's History Month. The only time that I had a unit that specifically focused on women was in the 2nd grade. Even when we do things for Women's History Month, it's a 3-minute clip of a woman's biography. And then it's back to learn about the white men who created the United States. I had to write a paragraph to my teacher asking her to learn about more women. Asking her. The fact that I had to ask her is sad, but it's not surprising. And here's why. Normal curriculum sexism and normal sexism is something big. By my teachers using these kinds of sexism on a daily basis, they're teaching their students that it's okay to use them. Then their students become adults and use it as well. This is not good, and why sexism is such a big problem today, because people teach people. Remember when we were talking about the word normal? Well, let's get back to that. I named this normal sexism because that's what it is. It's not good, but it's normal. It is usual. Probably happens every minute. It is typical. When a teacher does one of the things I talked about earlier, no one is surprised and no one makes a difference. It is expected. Girls go to school expecting to be dress coded unreasonably, expecting to only learn about men, and possibly expecting to be treated differently than their brother. It is a standard that girls have adapted to, so we need to unadapt and make a difference. So next time you hear someone say something possibly sexist, I want you to think, is this normal sexism? And how can I make it not normal and make a difference so the next generation of girls doesn't have to be treated the way we were or the way every other woman in history has been treated? It all starts with you because people teach people.